Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Christian McCaffrey.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brought him down. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Winston. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Winston. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 43-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
At the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Here's Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Maher is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 24, Winston. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
Complete to
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Winston. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First and 10.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Seahawks, first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The score, Rams 3, Seahawks nothing.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On second down, here's Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll set up to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw again. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A first down throw for Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. And
able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now Joe Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 4 now, third and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
And goal.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Back to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when getting the opportunity.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jameis to throw it. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
6-yard line.
Winston forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
In your face!
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now back to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
A gain of 6.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run here with Mixon. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
The tackle.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Rams.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. 20.
Showtime, baby.
Touchdown, L.A. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
Number 22.
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 11 yards there, first down.
For a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Winston. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll throw again. Winston. And that will be incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. To the air again with Winston. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Here's Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Rams 31, Seahawks 13. Joey Sly set to
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Mixon with it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Mixon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it. Sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, and his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the gun, Winston steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Boyd. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down now, Mixon, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
He was brought
Avery Williamson there to make the stop. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On third down, Mixon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Seahawks 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Stephon Diggs.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Rams 45, Seahawks 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets it up past the 35. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Rams, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.